Today is 2nd of May, year 2023, on Tuesday, Tathagata Meditation Center, San Jose in California. So our retreat keep on practicing. The whole day, all of our yogis strive, note, observe, searching for the truths, to understand the reality of life. So we try our best, then the whole day putting full effort. Now relax to explain about what we are going on. Yesterday, we are mentioned about what Buddha appeared in this world to get the benefits for all people to free from suffering, right? Don't forget. I keep on going. So yesterday, what we mentioned about on what our Buddha, 35 years old, became the Buddha. So after that, preach the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta at the middle way to practice, not extremely torture ourselves and make suffering ourselves to practice. Flexible way and middle way, that's what we call Majjhima Patipada. Majjhima Patipada means a middle way. We have to go on this way. Yesterday I mentioned of this. Really, if you go to the right way, our destination is to reach destination easier. What the Buddha gave us, really the instruction is very clear. Don't be get blur and have to make sure ourselves. We must have our self-confidence also. The Saddha meaning is we believe, we have confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and also we must have to believe, to have the confidence in our action. Our action means our karma also. Yesterday, I just gave briefly the meditation object when we're sitting time, right? After that, we listen. The late most venerable Mahasi Sayadaw instruction. Don't forget, huh? What the Mahasi Sayadaw mentioned, you all need to remember. Whatever we are doing, stay at the present and note whatever we are doing. We must aware, we must know, we must clearly to understand what is going on in our life. Not to forget, every action need to give the label. This is like that. How in detail to give the label, Mahasi Sayadaw, they are mentioned on his talk, right? So that is why, summarize again, all the field of our object, this body and mind is really vipassana, we have to understand. So when we're sitting time, yesterday I mentioned 4 objects. Don't forget. The first one is our main object. When we report the time also, we need to report how long we can maintain our mind on the main object. That is, we build up the concentration continuously. This is what's very important, continuously. For why we get rising, falling, for why thinking here and there, for why sensation here and there. A lot of object will be restless. But we cannot say all these objects are vipassana object. All these objects are vipassana object. We cannot say, cannot note all these kind of objects. But one time, you cannot note all these kind of objects. Very clearly, you need to understand, we have only one mind. Every being's got their individual mind, right? So we cannot read two books. Can you read two books or not? No choice, huh? So if you want to, we can see many books there. When you want to read, no way to read two books, right? Really pay attention, fully attention, mindfully, you want to take the object, only one object should be clearly to take, give the label. Whatever we are doing, any movement, our action is different, right? Yes, our action is every action we want to know. That is why every action we need to note. Yesterday, in real Lake Most Venerable Mahasi Sayadaw instruction, don't forget, huh? Whatever we have to give the label. That is why very important for us to stay at the present. Our mind is enjoying, used to future and past. All the time is we hope to be better. We reflect what we have done, the previous experience. That is why difficult to get there at the present object. At the present, now you're sitting. Now is listening Dhamma talk. When we're sitting, I already mentioned, our eye we close. Ear, we don't pay attention because quiet place. We cannot talk. That is why meditation, the best place for meditation is quiet place, right? And directly in the sutta, they say, Arinya gatowa, Rokha mula gatowa, Sonya gara gatowa. That is from the book. In our practical way is wherever it is quiet place is the most important. No need to go to the forest. Nowadays, forest also very noisy. So it is under the tree also very cool. Here is just nice weather. So quiet place is the best for us. That is why we don't have any. Don't make your own noise to disturb other people, right? Sometimes we have no choice. That is why we don't pay attention our ear. Eye is closed, ear not pay attention, not much a special smell or fragrance. Our nose also not much working. We are not eating anything. Our tongue also. We have 6 senses, right? These 6 senses is just this 4 senses is a bit quiet when sitting time, when sitting meditation time. So sitting, another we have 6 senses. This 4 senses is a bit quiet. Then we have to pay attention our body sensitivity. on this body sensitivity and our mind, how they function. That is our life. So we pay attention the whole body. We have no choice without breathing. We cannot stand without breathing, right? So we breathe normal and naturally. So you breathe in, the air go in, right? So your abdomen is sure moving because some air go in inside our body move. Very simple, right? That is what we give the instruction is, or it is rising. When you breathe out, the air go out. It's falling. Must clear the object. That is. Keep on rising, falling, rising, falling. How nice. Sayadaw, very simple. We are boring. No, that's not simple. Mind and body sensitivity, how they are function to get clear comprehension. That is very important. How many, we need to be, you see, simple instruction make us great benefits. Your mind, difficult to stay at the present, right? You get this object continuously, you get 10 minutes on this object, your mind can stay at the present 10 minutes. You get this half an hour, your mind can stay at the present half an hour. That's training. We are trained ourselves to build up the concentration, mindfulness, putting efforts. All these are part under the Eightfold Noble Path, the first sermon. Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, they are mentioned, clear of extremely way to the two end, right? Two end meaning is one is Kama Sukhalika Nuyoga, it's essential pleasure way. The other one is Atta Kila Mata Nuyoga, means make torture ourselves practicing way. No, at the middle way. At the middle way, it is you clear of simple and natural way. That is a middle way. How to practice. What the Buddhas give in this first sermon, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, Eightfold Noble Path, right? I already mentioned Sila Khanda, Sama Vaca, Sama Kammanta, Sama Ajiva, mean morality sides. After we taken off precept, that tree is already pure on that path. Samavayama, right efforts. Sama sati, sama samadhi, that is walking path. Together, anytime if you note, you have to put efforts. Without effort, our mind is difficult to control. Just simply go here and there. The object is there. Our mind not used to this object. That is why if you push on our mind to this object, that is called right effort. This right effort is not simply fully attention and focused. That is why we say, don't take two objects. If you two objects, you will be restless. Many objects is you jumping here, jumping there, jumping here, jumping there. Difficult to build up the concentration. So, continuously on the object. That is fully attention, mindfully, heedfully. That is right mindfulness, samasati. After you put effort and this right mindfulness on the object, your mind never restless, never go here and there. Your mind stay on the object. That means that movement is you can get concentration. You concentrate. Your concentrations are on that object. That is, we build up samadhi. Samadhi is the right concentration. These all are Pobabhaga mega. Pobabhaga means is really Sotabati mega, Sotabati pala. Not yet reached to there in front. We need to go. This Pobabhaga means is in front. From path. This Eightfold Noble Path is. That is why continuously this three walking, putting efforts, pay fully attention. Your mind never go here and there, then build up the concentration. Momentary concentration. That is Khanika Samadhi. This moment by moment, every moment we need to collect. If you collect continuously, then every moment, always our Sayadaw, one string is not strong enough. Our Sayadaw always said, many strings together, you make a rope already. That rope is very strong, not easy to broken. And that is why every moment we cannot no gap. Continuously. How long we can get this? The longer you stay your mind on the object, the stronger you can build up the concentration. The concentration is not flow into the object and half sleep. That is not concentration. That is really, if we say ignorance take over your mind, your object is not clear. So concentration on the object. If you build up the concentration, what you think, which object? Today, I got one yogi reports to me. Concentration built up already. I ask, on which object your concentration built up? Not very clearly, cannot answer clearly. Yes. Concentration, the meaning of concentration is one's pointedness of object. Too many objects, we are restless. Which object you have to concentrate? That is continuously on the object. We give the main object is our rising and falling of our abdomen, right? Everybody must be clear. We will show the way, very clear way, very easy way. Don't make complicated for us. If you build up the concentration, your mind never run here and there. I already mentioned, that is, we go on this way. Please don't reflex, don't thinking, don't analyze, don't compare. Yesterday, today, or what previous experience, put beside. You stay at the present. That is very important. If you stay at the present, just rise is rise, no? Just fall is fall. Movement. We are not seeing the abdomen. We are feeling of the movement. Some people may criticize our Mahasi Sayadaw method is just rising and falling. No. Rising and falling is just give the name to remember, not to forget. If don't we not note, the name is not very important. Important is our mind. Our mind is, if you not keep on noting, our mind forgets. Used to forget it, our mind. Not to forget, we give the notes. Give note. Continuously give the notes. Don't flow in. Flow in and follow to the object is different. We have to follow the object. Follow means focused. Mind and object must clear. Object is object. Mind is knowing the object. Our mind is have the ability knowing the object, right? We are alive. A person who passed away, corpse, became corpse, right? The corpse don't have mind, no consciousness. That is why don't know. We are alive. We have mind. We must know clearly what we know is object. That is very clear in theory. In practical also must be clear. In theory, what they say, object is aramana. Aramana. The mind is aramanika. Aramanika means that mind must have the object. Without object, mind cannot arise. This is theory. Our minds always need the object. Theory. Practical also you can get in your own experience. Sometimes even though we may not know, even though sleeping time also they have the object. This mind. That is very, very interesting subject of this mind. We are studying this mind and this body, how they are function. That's vipassana. Vipassana means is to get the knowledge, to understand clearly, cannot flow in and half sleep, taken by the ignorant, our mind. Our mind taken by the ignorant and our mind diluted, that is flow into the object. Good feeling can sit like a neutral feeling, can sit a few hours. Meditation teacher asks, what do you understand? Good Sayadaw. What type of goodness? So cannot get. We have whatever objects coming, we must clearly to know its characteristic. Heart, we must know heart. Pain, we must know pain. Cold, moving, tension, vibration, whatever it is. Everything is what we feel, what we note, what we know, what we understand. Then only the knowledge will be built up. Not like a children. Just note. No. Note, know, understand. Yeah, that is 3 steps. We note rising and falling. Rising and falling. That's what we note, right? What we know. all movement, moving, right? We are seeing by mind, not seeing by eye. Our eye is closed, right? Our eye is closed. We feel it. Oh, that is just push out our belly of our abdomen. The process of, sorry, the process of moving, that is, what is that? That's wind element. The characteristic of wind element is tense and flow. A wind blowing, you can see outside, right? Wind blowing is the flow here and there, moving. That's a wind. Tension also wind. This condition. This four element is very powerful. How we can understand? Very easy to understand. Sometimes we feel our body is very tense. Sometimes got vibration. Sometimes we have like stiff. This all are wind element. Wind element is not only blowing and flowing, tense also. Where we can see the tense of wind element inside the mobile we. Mobile we inside, what is that? Wind, right? They put the wind. How tense inside wind. Wind element is like that. Inside our body also sometimes very tense. That's wind element. The condition only. That is, we are not seeing the wind. We are seeing the condition of natural. That is, we feel in our own experience. That is experience knowledge. What I already pick up, note, know, understand. No? What we note is rising, falling. What we know, wind element. No? Wind element is what we understand. Hey, this movement. A wind element is just move only. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long, sometimes it's tense, sometimes we change the direction. Whatever it is, we are not seeing, we are feeling. We feel its kinds of sensation only. That is why. That is body sensitivity and object. Our body got sensitivity, right? Just now coming. For sensitivity is a bit quiet when sitting time. Don't forget, nah? So this two sensitivity is walking. Body sensitivity and wind element. Wind element is a tangible object. Outside wind also come and touch, we know. Oh, very cool. Oh, very, sometimes hot wind, sometimes cool wind, right? These are there together with the fire element. Fire element also not only hot, you know. Fire element also the condition. Hot also fire, cool also fire. That is Tejo Dhatu. We said in Pali. Wind element is a Vayo Dhatu. This four element is very, very powerful, very clear of our body is made by this four element. That is called Rupa. Mind is Nama. Understand now? This Nama and Rupa is how they function. That's why we study. So you see, just this wind element touching to our body sensitivity, we have bodily consciousness. Seeing consciousness, hearing consciousness, smelling consciousness, tasting consciousness. That is touching consciousness, bodily consciousness. Understand now? They have causes. Tangible object, wind element, and body sensitivity contact. Phassa paccaya vedana. After contact, we have the feeling. That feeling together arise with our consciousness. Feeling is mental formation. Our mind, together arise our mind. That is why we know, oh, it is moving. Many things we can understand, right? This only one part of movement of rising. That is why what we say, this rising fall is how important in our practice. This rising and falling can lead to the Nibbana. You can see like that. This is called under the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. Every day, what we chanting, right? Oh, Desa. Ida Bhikkhave Bhikkhu Kayi Kaya Nupasi Viharati Atapi Samajano Satima Vinaya Loke Abhija Domanasa. After Dhamma talk, every day now, about 1 month already, right? More than 1 month already, we chanting. What the meaning of that? Kayi, Kayi means this body. Kaya Anupasati. In the body, what is Anu mean repeating. Pasati mean watching, seeing, observing. Kayi. On the body, what is going on? We are watching, observing, seeing to understand correctly as natural as they are. Very important. Yes, we build up the knowledge. What knowledge we can build up? Mind and object. 2, body sensitivity and air wind element. Touching, then the mind will arise. Touching consciousness arrive. We know. Without object, no way to know. That is object, mind, knowing. Very simple, very simple. Without concentration, by thinking, no way to understand. What the Buddha say, mind Dhamma. The Buddha said, mind Dhamma is Attaka Vachara. Taka means the person who analyze and always thinking. By thinking, by analyzing, no way to understand. Deeply. You can understand roughly only. Now I'm giving talk, explanation. If you can understand, my English is very simple English. Hopefully, you all can catch. You can understand by hearing, reading the book also you can understand. But discussing also you can understand. But roughly you can understand. Deeply, no way to understand. Roughly understanding you cannot use. Every subject of IT or whatever you want to learn, roughly if you know, you cannot use. You must skill. Again and again, you have to perfect. Only you can use whatever it is. I say mechanic or technology or whatever, computer also nowadays. Roughly, you can answer test here, test there, wrong here, wrong there. A lot of mistake. Cannot perfect. Really, if you go to the deeply to understand, you have to make many time, repeating many time to build up experience knowledge. That is important. Repeating. Anu meaning is repeating. Again and again. Pasana means seeing, observing. Then itself is without restless. Become without restless meaning is your mind on the object continuously. They are built up. Concentration. That is called samadhi. This samadhi means approximate cause of the wisdom. Concentration is the cause of the wisdom. Without concentration, no way to reach to the wisdom. It's very important. Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Our Buddha's teaching. That is 45 years as a Buddhahood. After Buddha reached to the Buddhahood, 45 years until 80 years old, until Prinibbana. What the Buddha teaching all are only Sila, Samadhi, and Panya only. That is what we call Titika. Titika means to learn, to practice, to get the benefits for all beings. That is why they say Buddha appear in this world to get the benefits for all. Understanding can lead to clear off our defilement. Now I only say one object only. Sitting time, I have to pick up because time limited. Sitting main object is this rise and fall of our abdomen. That's on our body. Kaya Nupassana. We are not giving the instruction simply according to the sutta we give. That is Kaya Nupassana. Contemplating on our body, according to Mahasatipatthana Sutta, that is Kaya Nupassana Satipatthana. Right? Second coming, your pain. If you sit long, some people, they are used to sit. Not much pain already, about 1 month already. The weather is good, not much pain already. But you have sensation. What sensation is sometimes heavy, sometimes light, sometimes numb, sometimes flow. That is, sensation must be clear. Have to note, according to the instruction, these sensations are based on feeling. Be careful. Feeling is 3. Good feeling, bad feeling, neutral feeling. Now we say pleasure feeling, unpleasure feeling, neutral feeling, right? So pleasure feeling, all of majority of our yogi, they like it. Wow, Sayadaw today is very good practice. Please don't like it. If you like, the next section will not coming. Because if you like, you got greed. Greed is unwholesome. If unwholesome means is akusala. Akusala means is dirty. We can say our journey, this journey. We want to get the Visuddhi and Vimukti. Visuddhi means purification leads to the liberation. Understand, huh? Without purification, no way to get the liberation. To get pure, if you like it, got greed. Another feeling, pain, pleasure, and pleasure, right? Pleasure feeling, we just know enough, don't like it. Unpleasure feeling, don't hate it. Don't let the dislike feeling coming out. We don't hate this, our feeling. Nobody do for us. We purposely make one. Why you got this pain? Now new coming in the new one, new yogi, they may get this experience, got pain. The pain is why this pain coming? Because you are not moving, right? The whole life, we always respond for to free from uncomfortable feeling. The whole life, we are looking for comfortable. We prepare here, prepare there, the whole life. But we cannot get one. Limited time only. How good situation you stay, how long you can stay. They had suffering. That's to understand of this. If you got hatred or anger or dislike or unsatisfaction of this unpleasure feeling, that is based on the dosa, Dosa means hatred. So greed, hatred, delusion. Sometimes we don't know. Especially reach to the neutral feeling, we blur. That is always I say, flow into the object. If you flow into the object, your feeling is neutral feeling. Good also not very clear. Unpleasant also not very clear. Then not very clear feeling, no? We can say. Not clear, object also not clear already. That is very easy, ignorant, want to take over your mind, you are half asleep already. Flow on there. 2 hours, no problem. But no progress. Waste your time. That is. Every movement must be clear comprehension. Clear means must be very in detail understanding. No? In detail understanding when you want to progress. Because our target in this 30 days, I take over this 30 day of this retreat. At the end of this retreat, all of our yogi, hopefully, you need to clear off your wrong view and skeptical doubts. Then our target will be successfully done. Please sincerely follow our instruction. Must be honest. Don't simply cannot reach this noble job. This way is noble way to become a noble person. That is what we call Arya Pugala. Not very easy. Simply cannot get, but possible. If you go the right way, we can reach to the right destination. Always our Sayadaw mentioned. We have very clear way. As much as I can, I will explain to you all. But you all need sincerely, earnestly need to follow. We cannot practice for you all. We only just show the way. We study in the theory more than 10 years in the Pali Canon. We practice more than 30 years in our own. We share this knowledge to you all. Must sincerely, earnestly need to follow upright. Obediently have to follow. It's very important. Don't pretending anything. Just whatever you see, whatever you know, whatever you understand, just report to the meditation teacher. Then they are easy to give the guidance. Simple and honestly. That is why our mind. Now, second object, right? Second object is sensation. Good, not good, and neutral. Pleasure sensation, unpleasure sensation, neutral sensation. Good also, please don't like it. Bad also, please don't hate it. Neutral also, must know what is going on. Understand what I mean? When we note good, bad, we must know. If you like it, got greed. If you don't like, you got hatred. If you don't know, got delusion. Don't know means not clear the object. We must clear the object. Then you can avoid from lobha, dosa, and moha. Greed, hatred, and delusion. This defilement. Based on the defilement, mula dhamma, we can say. Hetu mula. So another one is, these two are main object and secondary object. You can build up the concentration to understand of true nature. Yesterday I mentioned the third object is our thinking mind. Must be very careful. It is disturbance. The more you think, the more you restless. When thinking, going out your mind, immediately must know. If possible, coming back straight away. If cannot coming back, need to note. Thinking, 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 thinking. When we note the thinking time, which object we need to pay attention to catch? Mind need to get the object, right? Don't pay attention to the thinking object. We must pay attention to the thinking mind. When we thinking, there are two objects. Thinking mind and thinking object. For example, I think of my friend. My friend is thinking object. I think with my mind. Understand? Mind and object. When we note thinking, 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 don't pay attention to the thinking object. Your focus, you pay attention to your own mind. That's called Chitta-nupassana. Understand? Huh? This Chitta-nupassana, according to the Sutta, Mahasatipatthana Sutta, you all every day chanting one. This one. So then after you note thinking, this thinking object will disappear and come back. If you take thinking object, noting, thinking, one by another, so coming with the series, never end one. Sometimes at the time finished already, you are thinking not yet finished. Waste the time. Don't waste the time. Our time is very valuable. Only left behind 1 month, not yet 1 month, or not 39 days only left behind. No, today is second already. Another one is, I already mentioned, blur. The object blur already, that is we our enemies. We must know Chitta Nupassana, also Dhamma Nupassana. Why we say like that is slop and topper coming in. Hindrances. Slop and topper, and sometimes ignorance take over our mind. The object is blur, sometimes becomes sleepiness. Then be careful. When sleepy coming, we have to pay more attention to clear off our object. Then the object will be clearer. Then your concentration will be built up. Your object is clear. Note continuously. Know as real as they are. Understanding is itself is becoming. That is. So hopefully understand how to go on this way, this journey. That is our journey, practicing of vipassana, meditation to get understand about our life, this mind and body, how they are function in our life for the whole life we are coming on. So onwards must be clearly comprehension every movement, no gap, continuously. You watch, the more you understand, you report to the meditation teacher, then meditation teacher will guide you proper way, faster way to reach our destination. So the time is up. I will stop in here. May continue to tomorrow. So wish you all, may you all be able to manage your time and your mind and your object proper way to reach to our destination as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.